Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Hope you had a good weekend and all that jazz. Back again with another Monday grind, but we're not actually going to be listening to grindcore bands today. We're going to be listening to this new stuff that's coming out. Some math grindy, weird, avant grind kind of stuff. I'm really digging it and I want to get into it some more. So what we're going to do today is check out some bands. They all seem to be coming from a couple of record labels, this kind of stuff, particularly this one, Sweatband Records. There's a few bands on there now who we've listened to, Squid Pisser, and what was his name? Cancer Christ. We've got another band on here, Silent Scum, that I want to listen to. And I want to kind of check these bands out a bit more because they're only short tracks. We don't get to listen to a lot of it on the channel. So I want to kind of delve into these bands, into this record label a bit today and see what they're all about because they're really putting out some super cool music. The first one we listen to is Silent Scum. The track is called Watermelon Soda. See what it's all about. Is this guy a one-man band? Nice, cool video for it as well. It says here it's featuring Tommy Meenan. Not sure what band he's out of. I'm not sure if that's a one-man band or not. Let's see if it says on here. Yeah, one-man preteen solo project of Lucas Valent. Really cool. Great for a one-man band as well. Even better for a one-man band. But yeah, it's Tommy Meenan of Cancer Christ is on this. Well, we're going to see them next. And Squid Pisser, Dev Club, a bunch of cool bands on this Sweatband. So yeah, really cool, mathy, kind of math grind. It's not math grind because math grind is already an established genre, and this kind of isn't that. It's got flavors of math grind in there. But this is something new. It's something different. It's got an electronic edge to it. It's chaotic and wild. It's full of energy. The guys in the bands like to dress up and wear masks and stuff like that. So it's got a theatrical side to it as well, and a visual element to the band and to the music. It all goes together. So man, I think these bands are really, really cool. I want to get into them more. So I hope these guys start sending over their stuff when they've put something new out. Here's another cool band on their Squid Pisser. This one's called Fuck Your Preacher. It's only 36 seconds. Let's give it a spin.
When I was young, lost them all, took us kids away, yeah, forced us to slave and pray. God got me excited, just and confessional, that I filled the cup, but in my heart of heart, I tried to fucking asshole. Fucking break down, now it's time to feel like I said. Fucking break down, I'm the truth. Fucking break down, I'm time to feel like I said. Fucking break down. Break down.
There's that Cancer Christ guy again. These guys all like to, muck about together and do things together, collaborate together, which is pretty cool as well. But yeah, these guys, there's an ironic kind of comedy element to these guys with the riffs and the kind of, that kind of carnival edge to it, I guess you'd say. But again, it's just a weird edge to bring into the music. These guys are all over the place. Now we're going to listen to some Cancer Christ. We've got 2 tracks of theirs today because they've got loads of videos out. The first one is The Blood of Jesus.
I'm covered in Jesus' blood.
Dope. Man, there's a lot, even though they're a 1 minute track, there's a lot to listen to in these bands. The riffs are all over the place, there's extra stuff, there's noise, there's feedback and distortion, heavy vocals, lots of distortion on the vocals as well. It's just chaotic and coming at you in a cool way. Here's another Cancer Christ track, Satan is a Bitch. I think these bands are absolutely killer, and I think they're bringing something new and fresh to the table. Absolute whirlwind of energy, but so much mix-up and new kind of different styles coming at you. It's not just grindy riffs. There's electronic edges in there. There's loads of feedback and noise and just creating a build-up and a crescendo within the music to go with the energy. I think they're really, really sick bands. Just an absolute whirlwind of energy. So fair play to bands on Sweatband Records. We're going to be keeping an eye on those guys because I really think they're going to be putting out some dope stuff in the coming months. Another record label that I want to check out today, 2 bands on this label. Silent Pendulum, another label who are putting out mathy, crazy music that's grindy but isn't just straight up grind, because there's enough labels and bands doing that we need something fresh, we need something different, we need people thinking outside the box, getting a bit mathy with it and kind of just chaotic. We love these guys though. We've checked them out on the channel a whole bunch of times. Cell Damage. The track is called If You're Going to Be a Ghost, Are You Going to Watch Me? Here we go. Love the sound of that bass guitar. Very, very nice. These guys just remind me of that kind of mid-2000s, late 2000s mathcore vibe. Very, very nice. Keep it going. Now, I'm not sure if you've had these guys on the channel before. Koningzor. The track is called End of an Era, again on Silent Pendulum Records. Another cool band I think we're going to start checking out. Here we go.
Work like a
still friggin' love a great big breakdown, man. I know it was a time there where it got overdone, but I still friggin' love it. You can't beat it, you know, when you feel it, especially when the band lines it up properly, you know, and you can feel it coming, you know that it's coming and you're ready for it. I thought that was dope. I thought these guys had a great energy, a nice thick sound, chunky, great video to go with it as well. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, just a great energy in that one. I think all the bands today are absolutely killer. Fresh, modern bands, harking back to some old school kind of grinding areas, but freshening it up, bringing in other stuff as well, electronic stuff, just mixing it up a lot. Everyone's a really high level musician, sick drummers, adding lots of effects to the vocals, which I really like as well. I think the days of just having a raw, shouty vocals, unless you've just got a singer who's got the perfect tone and he doesn't need any effects on it. I love to hear distortions and delays and reverbs and phasing effects even, or just whatever cool stuff on the vocals, layering and, you know, stereoizing the vocal as well, so it's not just a mono track down the middle. All those things make the vocals sound different and cool, and layer it up and thicken it up and sit it in the mix in a different way to just having a raw shouting vocal. And I like to hear that. And all these bands today have obviously figured that out as well, because no one is just shouting into a raw, you know, SM58. They've all got a bunch of effects and layering and cool stuff going on the vocal as well. And I think it's time that vocalists realise, yeah, there's more to being a vocalist than just shouting into a mic. There's things you can do to add to your performance, to create sounds with your voice that you can't just create with your throat. You need extra effects, and I want to see vocalists heading down that path way more, because I do feel that's, you know, I said it in a video recently that all the areas of the music had moved on. The guitar tones are fresh, we have those digital tones, the drums sound as fresh as they ever have, and all this and that, but the vocals hadn't moved on very much. It was that hardcore day that we put on. And I was like, yeah, all the music sounds really fresh and dope. But actually, thinking about it, vocals sound like they have for 20 odd years. And that's because it's just dudes shouting into a raw mic. So I really appreciate all the bands today have been adding effects to the vocals, you know, making vocals sound different and weird and cool and heavier and all the rest of it. Dope. So there's a whole bunch of sick bands to check out on 2 different record labels that are, you know, deserve a shout out on this channel. They were, you know, Unsigned Showcase, but these are underground record labels that you can check out. And, you know, they're putting out music that's really extreme, absolutely full of energy, grinding, heavy as hell. And I really want to just push that stuff through this channel because it's super dope. So there you go. That's what we've got for you today. Not just straight up grindcore, the latest wave of math grind, crazy, chaotic stuff that's coming out from these record labels. And I really, really dig it. I hope you have as well today. I'm pleased that I made this show kind of dedicated to this kind of music. And we've got a video of all these bands on the channel. So when these bands blow up and this is the next dopest thing style of music and there's loads of bands putting it out, we'll go, yeah, we were on that bandwagon way early. Hope you have a good one today, guys. Hope you had a good weekend and all that jazz. We've got a bunch of cool bands coming up this week, so hit the subscribe and like and all that garbage as well. If you want to get your band on the channel, we can still do that this week as well, so head over to the website and skip the queue. And other than that, we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.